Hello, 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 hello. Welcome on in, everybody. So for those who don't know, we're actually doing something strange. We're actually multi-streaming for the first time ever. So there's naturally going to be a few weirdness with that. We're actually streaming on Steam, which I didn't even know was a thing. So we're actually streaming on Steam right now. There is a bit of a delay. There's a chat and stuff over there. We're trying to figure it out because I did get asked by one of the game devs who's doing the game festival. Their game's being shown in the Australia, New Zealand Game Fest to play their game and show it off. And unfortunately, there does seem to be a certain issue with it. And so we're just trying to figure that out. But it's not our first game that we're doing, so not super worried about it. 3154620. Yeah, maybe I gotta put all of it. Maybe it's like it should just be the numbers, but you know, yeah, interesting. I have the game and Steam's like yelling at me for not having the game, so I'm not really sure. So everything's like, yeah, so everything's a little weird. So yeah, we're streaming on Steam, and then we can also have them. So I have like group thing up and stuff. You guys are interested, here's the broadcast over on Steam as well. So trying to stream over to their page to be seen during this festival. So I saw him an email and I just let him know like the issue I was having. Other people seem to have had the issue in the past as well. Due to not flipping out. Due to like demos having different IDs and things like that. So since the full game's not released and I only have a demo installed, it doesn't seem to be acknowledging that I do have access to it, which seems a little odd. So hopefully they get back to me with that, and then we can hopefully have an answer and get that working. I didn't really fully understand that, and now I do. But yeah, there's some stuff unfortunately that is a little weird. It says like I have no connection. I had connection, now I don't. Are we still live? Restream, you know, we're figuring this stuff out, man. Where'd my Twitch one go? Where's my health? Health is good. Okay. It just like flipped out on this, and now it says streaming again. Yeah, so we're figuring it out. Everything's kind of set up a little bit differently than usual. So yeah, we're just kind of like getting through that. But hello and welcome on in. For those who are all unaware, I am the ThePiPiper, and we do game dev reviews almost every Sunday. The way that I get these is through two different means. Either I have game devs reach out to me via Gmail and Google, and they reach out to thepipiper.twitch@gmail.com. If you want me to play your game, shoot me an email with your key, anything else, and I will put you on my schedule. Or they reach out to me in the Discord that is associated with the Reddit page r/playmygame. So multiple devs have reached out via Reddit or via Discord, and we have added them to our schedule. We're currently booked almost all the way up through October. We still have some slots, but we'll cover that at the end. And this is the pre-brief, or the brief to how the stream will go. That way you guys are aware and ready for what you're going to experience, and should be good. Let me do a quick little at here. I am currently live. https www.twitch.tv/ThePiPiper. I know what I'm doing. Alright. I don't know if those actually work, but you know, they might. So I just like to make sure that the game devs know that, hey, we're live playing their stuff. That way they can stop by and truly experience this experience. But thank you all for who that are here. We're going to be trying out 3 games today, and we'll be going over that here in like 3 seconds. Let me just pull up my page again, get everything ready. All right, sweet. Welcome to Game Dev Review with the ThePiPiper. Here's our stream agenda. We're going to start with our expectations, as we always do. The expectations that you can expect of me, the expectation that I expect of you. A new friend has followed. Hello, welcome on in. Thank you for following, and welcome to the Narwhal Pod. Grading criteria, so how we grade each game, our game expectations, our genre expectations within it, the flagship game experience, so the game that is most like this game and what my experience is. It helps you understand my perspective of the game and my experience on whether or not it's necessarily justified or an expert opinion. We'll go over my schedule overview. This is a new thing, so we'll go over what our current schedule is for this month and next month. We'll then play each game, giving it a fair chance. That's either like one playthrough if it's like a roguelike usually, or like a couple hours if it's like an action RPG. We'll then grade the game. We'll be doing that for all three, so we'll give each one a fair chance. We'll grade it. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll rate over to a beautiful human being who's playing something super neat. All right, what you can expect from me, honest and candid feedback. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be candid, I'm going to give you my legitimate, I'm not going to try and bite my tongue too much. Please take it as is. Either wear the boot because it fits or throw it out. That's up to you. But with all my feedback, I do promise to give you suggestions to make the game better. I'm not just going to sit here and pooping on your game. We're going to work on ways to get it better. I do offer speedrun perspective, so it is one of our grading criteria and one of the things that I'm going to talk about. Whether or not you're interested in that in your game, that's up to you. I personally think I love when games include the speedrun community. It was so much fun to be one of the first speedrunners for Katana Zero and have those devs change the game, remove the RNG, add speedrun modes, and really like lean into like some of the glitches and everything. Bungie does it. Halo, they have the grenade jump that was in Halo 1, still exists today, because they have deemed that's hard enough, but the speedrunners love it, so I really appreciate Bungie for doing things like that. So my speedrun experience is 6+ years I've been doing that. I've submitted over 80 runs. I currently hold 6 world records in 3 different games. I have played over 30 different categories. That means a specific game with a specific category. And most recently, I performed at AGDQ 2025, which had a 60,000 person average viewership, so I've been able to perform in front of that. You can always expect a fair attempt at your game. I won't like start playing or start pooping on it immediately. We'll give it a fair chance. And then I do offer a deep perspective on gaming, in my opinion. I've currently streamed over 125 games now on Steam. We have, or on Twitch, sorry. We have over 1,000 achievements on Steam. I've been gaming my whole life. So I'm going to be offering you 25+ years of gaming experience. And then you will always have access to the VOD of the game, of your game. And you'll have access to the video game review toolkit that I've created. We will be hosting each game on that individually and being able to build that off. So I'll show you that, guys, here in a second. You can always do in chat !VGRT video game review toolkit, and you'll be able to get that right there at that short URL. What I expect from you as a dev, please have patience. I currently plan on streaming new games only every Sunday. We still do a lot of speedrunning on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and co-streaming on Wednesdays. So please be patient. If you ask me to prepare your game, it might take me like 45 days until I get a chance to play it. Please have humility and non-combativeness. I want you to release a great product. I want a game that is fun for everyone. So please remember my criticisms are simply of your game, my perspective. They're not of you or your character. So if you have issues with them, please don't fight me on what it is. Please take it as is my opinion. And then technical assist. If you've asked me to play your game and it crashes or has other problems, please help me try and showcase it. That way we can put it out there for the world to see. All right, how do we look at games? We look at games in 4 different categories. Number 1 that we start with is genre. So core mechanics, player role, objectiveness, progression systems, tone, theme, atmosphere, expectations versus innovation. If you are showing me a roguelike, does it fit within that genre? But does it just seem like it's somebody else's game? If you're handing me a technical platformer, did you just skin Celeste? Or how does it fit? Does it fit that core theme? Everything like that. Our art, we're going to be looking at style, consistency, visual identity, originality, readability, functionality. This is huge for me. Do I understand what you're trying to tell me? And are you showing that through the art? Your world building. Does your game, if I basically like how we look at this in a lot of ways is if I took a screenshot of this game, would I be able to identify it? You can take a screenshot of Celeste, of Hollow Knight, of Mario, of all these games, Zelda, and you immediately know that it's that game. Does your game offer that same thing? So that's going to be a huge part of it. Then we're going to talk about the gameplay, the core loop. What am I doing? What are we playing? How are we doing it? Controls and responsiveness. I do have my controller, so if you have controller support, we're going to be testing that because I am a controller preferred character player. And then variety, depth, progression, ward system, flow, placing, replayability. And then as mentioned, speed runability. Can I speedrun your game? Does it have movement controls? Is it all RNG, which is going to make it really hard? Is there glitches, skip, and tech? Like, can I immediately see how we can make this game, how your movement can become more precise, more advanced, cooler, things like that, and be able to play into that. Can I see the routing? And this includes like what are our categories going to be, right? And this goes into timing categories as well. Is it going to be an 80%? Is it going to be 100%? What does that mean? Is that obvious? Can we see it? And then we move in from there. And then watchability. Is it fun and interesting to play? When I speedrun or somebody else speedrun it, are they going to be amazed? Are they going to be like, wow, this is so cool. That's clearly hard. Is it worth watching? So those are some of the things that we're going to be grading on. And we're going to be grading this using my video game review toolkit, which is right here. So we have our 4 categories as previously discussed, which is our art, genre fit, gameplay, and speedrun potential. So you can see, let me get my tools out. Let's get our laser pointer. There's our nice laser pointer. So you can see, right, so this is all of our art. So art style, consistency, readability, functionality, atmosphere, and world building, and technical execution. They'll all be rated from excellent to very poor, and we'll be going through this live on stream. We'll get a percentage of the score and an overall score of them all combined. We have our gameplay, core loop engagement, control responsiveness, challenge and balance, variety and depth, and our genre fit of core mechanics, player role, and objective. If it's an RPG, am I playing as a character? If it's a deck builder, how does that fit in? Things like that. Progression system, atmosphere and tone, and then speedrun potential, movement and control mastery, RNG fairness, glitches, skips, text, routing optimization, and depth. So our first game that we're going to be playing is Hack and Climb. Be the weapon, swing like an axe, thrust like a spear, and soar like an arrow in this physics-based platformer. Flip, throw, and carve your path to the peak. Rage burns, revenge waits. Are you up to the challenge? This is a demo release only. The full game is not out, so we are only going to have so much of this game that we can play. So let's talk about it, right? So what do I expect from a great physics-based platformer? What are we expecting? What do I think makes them great? Number 1, tight, responsive controls. This means it has to make sense. What I'm doing needs to feel good. That way we're able to fit it into it. Let me turn my laser pointer off real quick. With this, the next thing, consistent physics. It's a physics-based platformer. The physics need to be consistent. It must be predictable. Gravity, momentum, friction, collision should always behave the same way, right? Gain over it, players rage at, but every swing of the hammer follows consistent rules, right? Next thing is fair difficulty curve. Starts with simple physics interactions, right? It should be very clear. I should have a good grasp of how this game works before you thrust me into craziness, right? Otherwise, that's how you get those rage quits. You don't want people to rage quit. You want them to rage maybe, but not rage quit. So like less optional physics puzzles, gradually building on the dash mechanics, slowly adding things, right? You build up into it. Quick recovery from failure. Please have some sort of checkpoint system is ideal for me. It's a respawns, fast resets. In my opinion, yes, some are that best, but if you're trying to do it like Super Meat Boy or Celeste, we want to be able to like lose and then immediately know how we're getting back, have some points, you know, where are we falling, things like that. If I'm starting all the way over, that's when people are going back out. If that's your goal, that's fine, but I think a great physics-based platformer has that quick recovery from failure. Flow and momentum, we're kind of talking about like psychological flow. If a good psychological flow means that I want to say just one more time. I don't want to walk away. I can see the challenge. I can see it. It feels good. And then momentum, every challenge I should see how we're able to do that quickly, right? Level environment design. This is kind of evident what it is, right? How does it look? How does it feel? Does it make sense? Does it feel good? And then the last one is going to be that replayability. Am I going to want to see the challenge? Do I want to be able to, what's the speed run look like? This is going to be physics systems, encourage creative routing, skips. You know, when we think of getting over it, right, which we're going to talk about a lot, is like, I can skip all these areas, right? So what do I think is a flagship of this genre? As mentioned, it's getting over it with Bennett Foddy. I think that when we think of physics-based platformers and physics-based games, everybody knows this game. It reached infamy across YouTube. Every streamer tried it out. That's what it was, right? So what is my experience with this flagship and what is my perspective for you for Hack and Climb is going to be based on the 4 hours I've played of this. I've never beat it. I have no achievements on it. However, I have watched this game extensively through streamers and speedrunners at GDQ and other things like that. However, I do have experience with some other similar titles such as Shoot for the Stars, which we attempted that speedrun challenge for SRC a couple months ago. And we played 5 hours of that. We got 8 achievements. So I do have, and I do think that Shoot for the Stars might be a lot closer to this, because in that you play as a pistol. So it's like a weapon, physics-based, very similar to what we're about to do, where instead of a pistol, we're going to be an axe. So we're still a weapon. So I think that's probably going to be the closest that we're going to have on that. After that, we're going to go through all of these. We're going to re-hit these at the beginning of each one, but I do want to show what all that we're doing today. We're also going to be doing what do I expect from the next game, which is Baba Yaga. This is the game that we're trying to get streamed properly on Steam. We're having a little bit of issues with the game ID to show it on the main page, so we're going to be working with some people on that. But this is a turn-based roguelike game of strategic combat and sinister magic. Decimate the king's loyalist forces, grow your powers, and discover the reimagined origin story of Baba Yaga, the most feared witch of Slavic folklore. So let's talk about a great turn-based roguelike. Core ability build. Is it evident what we're doing? Does it make sense what we're doing? Do I understand my abilities? How do they grow? How do they increase? What like cards or whatever else are we pulling out of there? Roguelike structure, right? Run-based progression, randomization, permadeath. It just needs to be a roguelike. It needs to make sense. It needs to feel all right. Progression meta. Optional, technically when we're talking roguelite versus roguelite, I prefer roguelites, and most of us do, right? We're talking about meta progression. Unlockable abilities, unlockable weapons. What are we talking, right? Diverse characters and classes. Do we only play as one class? Do we have other ones that we can unlock? And the scaling challenge. Do you have accession levels? Things like that help us out. Oh, I did get an email back from this. All right, we're gonna try something to add it, so we'll see. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna try and redeem a key on Steam before we move into this game and try that out, so which is weird. Decision making and strategy. Ooh, sorry about that. The big part of this is it evident what I'm doing? Can I sit there and sit back, think a little bit, and make a decision, make an idea, be able to strategize and make sense of it? Replayability is huge on when we're talking about roguelikes. Do I want to play this? Am I seeing it come to life? What is the variety in runs? Are there still some unpredictable outcomes and skill expression? Combat system, right? Turn-based is what we're talking about. What's the scaling and pacing? What's the feedback like? And then atmosphere and presentation, theme and flavor. What makes this one unique? So what games do I think is the flagship of this genre? Usually when we talk about roguelikes, I talk about Slay the Spire, but this is not a deck builder. No, this is a turn-based combat game. So I think that the flagship of this genre is Shogun Showdown, a game that recently came out that I adore, that I think is very good. If you haven't played it, I do recommend it. I've currently played almost 70 hours of this game. I have 34 out of 36 achievements. I am on multiple sessions/days with all characters, and I have beat the main game with one of the characters. So I put a lot of time. I have all the stamps in this. I have a lot of experience with this genre. And it makes sense to me. So that's kind of how we're going to be pacing and looking at Baba Yaga. And the final game that we're doing, it's only about 30 minutes is what I was told, so I figure we can throw a third game onto the stream. It's a choice-driven narrative game known as Spaceship Accident. It has RPG mechanics filled with cosmic wonders and horror. Forge your path across more than 50 unique endings. Barter, upgrade your characters, fight, and explore alien worlds, overcoming every obstacle to find your way back to Earth and to your daughter. So what makes a great decision-driven sci-fi RPG? What a mouthful, right? Meaningful player choices. When we're talking about decision driving, I fight for this so much. Every choice needs to matter. It's got to do something, and you better let me make every choice possible, which it sucks and it's hard. Don't get me wrong, because you do have to build it your own way, and you do have to think about all the things, and you get into what's known as like the D&D dungeon master like problem, and like, do you railroad, and what are all the potentials, and how much do you prepare? You have to be ready to improvise in D&D. And so have you had enough time to think about every choice that the player can make, and then is it meaningful? Branching narrative. You have 50 different endings. Do they matter? Are they important? Does it make sense to? Does every ending feel unique? If you have 50 endings, each one better feel unique in itself. It better not be just like, well, his shirt's blue now, so it's a unique ending. No, every single one should be different, should feel special. Character development, right? Do we see our deep protagonist and companion customization actually react dynamically to decisions? So when I do things, does it affect the character itself? The character should change because I am theoretically living out as the character and I am portraying that into them. So we need that character development to be present. World building is huge. We're talking about a sci-fi RPG. What is the world? Why are we in space? What is the story? You know, we understand Star Wars. We understand Star Trek, things like that. We understand Space Quest. What is our world, right? Integrated gameplay mechanics. Decisions can affect combat, stealth, exploration, hacking, right? If I make decisions, how does it change the gameplay? You say that a lot is going on, so how does it change, right? Into itself. Next is distinct aesthetics and sounds. When we think of Star Wars, when we think of Star Trek, when we think of space things, it's so important. This goes back to that art. Like, if I take a quick little snap, does it make sense? Does it have the zhoo, 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 pew, pew, pew? You know what I mean, right? It needs to be distinct aesthetic and needs to feel itself. And then replayability. Do I want to play? I'm going to talk about this a lot, but it's like, when I make a decision, does it ruin a different path? Is there truly the right way to play the game? Is it worth playing again? Do the decisions make enough of an interest? I'm curious of what would have happened differently. So what game's a flagship? When I think of decision-driven sci-fi games, only one major game comes to mind, and that is Detroit Become Human. I never played this game, but I do have watched 2 playthroughs, both of the Game Grumps and Super Best Friends, all the way through. I have, however, beat Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, This War of Mine, and Life is Strange. Similar as in games that do have decision options that change everything as Skyrim, Undertale, and Fast Sunlight. I have a lot of strong opinions. I don't really like Heavy Rain. I don't like Beyond Two Souls. I love This War of Mine, and I really enjoy Life is Strange. I think the replayability actually in Detroit Become Human is bad because I think that there's about a third of the game that becomes useless based on the ending. So we'll get into those. I've talked a bit about on stream, but as we play through our space mission game, we will lost space mission accomplished. We'll be able to go over that. So, and then finally our calendar and schedule. We will play an average of 2 games per stream. We do game dev reviews once a week on Sundays. So this is our schedule right now. So today is September 7th. We're going to be playing Hack and Climb, Baba Yaga, Spaceship Accident. And then next week, we're going to be playing Death Candle and Blink. The week after that, we're going to be playing Abyss Knight, Project Loop. The 28th, we'll have no stream. October 5th, we'll be playing Null Path Notebook Platform, which I'm really looking forward to. The 12th will be Bug Alliance, Forge the Fates, and the 19th we'll be playing Time Machine. I'm just pending some answers from the dev because I want to be able to properly analyze it, and they're not quite being forthcoming on all the questions I've asked. So we're working through that, and then Through the Nightmares, I'm waiting on the key. That way we can play that, and we'll try that out. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, that's the end of the show. So what we're going to do real quick is pull up our first game, which is Hack and Climb. So let me pull that up for y'all. And let me move over this other thing real quick. All right, let's see what happens if I do this weird thing. Oh, I might have broken Steam. All right, we'll see. Let me see if I can do this other weird thing real quick. Gotta pull the game up on Steam. Alright, and let me try something else actually real quick. Try something else a little weird here. Because I think that this might be the better move. There we go. The app ID, sorry for the little bit. All right, cool. All right, hack and climb, here we go. Let me get these out of the way real quick. I'll leave this up. We should be good now. All right, there we go. Now that's working, good stuff. Now we're showing ourselves live on Steam proper. Good stuff. Good stuff. We got it working. All right. Kodachi, hi. Sending you a key for the beta if you prefer to test a more up-to-date version. Oh, for, yeah, sweet. For, yeah, absolutely. Let me throw that in real quick. There, bud. Appreciate ya. Let me know if you ever want to set it up on Steam. I'm currently streaming on Steam as well. So if you're interested in that, let me throw this Steam up in there. I'll download that real quick for you. We'll get you... Nice. All right. Install. All right. Let me get everything back set up where we want it, where I can see everything. All right, that's just installing on Steam real quick. 98% complete. 99% complete. Kodachi, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I'm excited to play. I hope you were able to catch some of that beginning part. Don't worry, auto VODs on Twitch, so if you missed any of it, you can go back and check it out. And then I will be posting the full VOD onto YouTube, and I'll be posting that to the Discord, so you'll be able to check it out there. All right, let's get this game launched. All right. It's saying that my DualSense controller is not supported right now. So Steam is going to do its best to translate it. I do hope that we're gonna close out Steam avatars actually, so which I'm a little worried about, but it's just because I want everything to show it properly. Yeah, absolutely. All right, game is trying to launch. Mostly playable with my controller. Steam? Hello? There it goes. Oh. I have the icon? Alright, there we go. Alright. Hungry Ghost update. Oh, are you doing part of the Hungry Ghost indie thing? That's exciting. I did not know about that until recently, and unfortunately their content creator portion was, if it's PlayStation, I don't think it'll work well. I still have to get one to test. It is a PlayStation controller, so we shall find out. I'll let you know. Main menu update. Menu has been polished, and now every weapon is haunted by their own spirits. Level update. The Old Mine, the Forest, and the Frozen Mountain have all received updates. Weapon physics improvement. All right. Play. Modifiers. Difficulty. Nice. All right. Here we go. Let me get my video game toolkit up as well. For those who are unaware, video game review toolkit. Pull that guy up real quick. That way I can have it ready and looking at for when we do the thing. All right. Rename at the top. You do have it pause when I'm not in the game, which I don't love, but yeah. All right. Twin stick mode. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Mouse is recommended for beginners. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, and that's the handle. I see. I see. So we want to, like... Okay. Alright. I really like that you have the, like, ghost paths? Is that the right way to put that? It seems to work fine with the DualSense, honestly. Okay, it's a little too tight over there. I think this is fine. Just put us over here. And then can we not land in this? What happens when we do this? Is this bad? Okay, I see. Oh, God. Okay. Alright. Nice. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Alright, I see. I see. Alright, interesting ambiance. No music, just like ambiance. Weird dripping sounds. Nice. Okay, is that a secret over there? No, this is just the way. Do you know the way? Whee! Okay, is there something if I cut this? I want to, like, cut it, but I'm scared too. Can I just, like, bounce it real quick? No? Okay. I'm too scared. I don't want to lose progress. Hello. Alright, yeah. This, like, division path really helps. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Don't bounce too far. Okay. Nice. 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 It is accurate. I do like that. Because, you know, some games, they, like, give you, like, your path. And then they're not actually accurate. Alright, so now we gotta kind of, like... Alright. Ooh. Nice, okay. You know what I mean? Come on. Nice. Nice. Pro moves. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, we're okay. Nice little addition there. We're good. We're fine. Yeah, we'll make it. Uh-oh. Okay. Lots of ambiance. I will say that we've kind of, like, I get that, like, we've removed now that I can't, like, necessarily grip into it. I don't know if that's, like, interesting enough. Oof. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I think falling down there might be better. I don't really want to do that. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I saw what that was. Oh, interesting. We hit something. I thought that was red. Turns out it was not. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. I see. I see, I see. Alright, we're alright. Ah! I think we can make it like this. Don't go too far. And now try and land. Oh, so we can hit that. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 Alright. Not too bad. Whoops. Like, too close. That one's good. Alright. Just, like, softly landed there. Funny. Did I make it all the way? Probably not. Ah! Alright. Oh, God. Stay, stay, stay. Okay. Nice. We just had to bail out of there. We just had to get out of there, you know what I mean? Alright, let's land on this wall. Nice. Alright. Back to where we were. Maybe? Okay. Oh, that's too far again. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Alright, we're fine. Stay. I don't know why that guy dropped. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. We're fine. I'm just gonna go like this. Come on. Nice! You like that skill? Nice. Okay, see, I was getting mad that we kept getting, like, too close to the other side. And now it's like, alright, let's just do that. Yeah, that'll be alright. Or not. Oh. That's alright. Okay. Action here. I do like the little high score thing over on the left. It tells us, like, we've made it to 92. Oh, no, not this again. Nope, stay. Okay. Whoops! Whoops! Uh-oh. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I will say, right, like, these games, you really do have to feel like it's your fault when, like, dumb things happen. Otherwise, it just gets rage-inducing. I will say, so far, all my mistakes have been due to my own hubris. Nice. Nice. That was insane. Okay, let's just rearrange, I guess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Alright. That was silly. What? Whee! Whoa, no, I didn't want to spin it at all. Okay, that was fine. That's just... Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. Okay, that was weird. Probably like here. Alright. Stop. Okay. Alright. Woo! Oh, nice. Oh, in-game achievements. That's good. That's a requirement for Epic. Stop. Okay. Epic requires you, the Epic Game Store requires you to have an achievement system that's equivalent to all other stores that you upload. So it's really good to do in, and then it's also nice too because it means that Switch users aren't being left out. Because that is something I am an achievement hunter. I do have a handful of perfect games on Steam, so it is nice to see that. New high score! That's too far. No, that was perfect. Okay. Alright. Let's just get, like, minimal spin. Oh, right. Minimal spin. Oh, moving platforms. Okay. Whoops. That looks good for, like, half a second. Alright. Okay. Wasn't really expecting me to hit that, but that's alright. Whee! Nice. Alright, welcome to the old mine. Nice. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of music now. Okay. Ooh, okay, I see some physics going on. Alright. Oh my. Alright, we're gonna do some bouncy bounces. Oh, that was fully accurate. Who would have thunk? Nice. Okay. Alright, so we gotta knock these down. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I want to land in the top of this. Yeah. Nice. While it's falling. Oh, tried to land at the top of it. Come on. Uh-oh. 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 Get me out of here. That was awkward and weird, but that's fine. Alright. Yeah, I am saying actually I am enjoying this more than Shoot for the Stars. I really do like this, like, ghost thing. Well, that's weird. I don't think that's supposed to look like that. Nice. I don't know if that's really supposed to work like that. Is that bad when that happens? Yeah, it's something. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, are we stuck? Okay, we're good. That's a little weird. Okay. I wasn't really sure what we were aiming for. That felt a little tricky. A little blind. I don't know how I feel about that jump right there. Alright, back up here. Then we'll just land on this guy. Yeah, like that. Oh god. Yeah, this part, really tricky. Because, like, you can't go high, and I'm not really... Yeah, this gets a little wild right here. Yeah. I'm into it. Alright. I'm into pixel art in general, honestly. Let's see. So something like this, maybe? Nice, dude! And then something like this, maybe? Come on! I'll take it! Alright, let's do this. Make it a little insane. Yeah, it does not like that, but that's alright. And then we want this to, like, land fully upside down if we can. Ooh, we can make it swing a little. I kinda want to twist it a little bit. There we go. Alright, now where are we going from here? This is the part that seems weird, because I'm going to hit that. So is there something down there I'm supposed to be aiming for? I just feel like this is super blind. And it glitches out weird there, which is a little concerning. Yeah, it does not like that guy moving down. It, like, slows down oddly. That's alright. I guess maybe we can, like, bounce off that. Maybe get, like, a little bit of a better view. Okay, I see... Okay, I see some stuff over there. Okay. I don't know how easy it is to be able to land on that. Oh, that's a little rough. Can we just, like, yeah, just inch our way out a little bit. There we go. Okay, I did not realize that this was, like, whatever kind of wall we want to call this. Hit it? Oh. I know it didn't turn green, but I feel like it should have worked. Alright, just a little bit of rotation. Can I actually... I cannot mess with controls? That seems odd. Is that gonna be added? Because I feel like there should be controls. I should be able to, like, adjust, like, sensitivity a little bit. Oh! And the game crashed. The game has crashed. Wah, 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 wah. I wonder where it saves. It's beta. We're in beta. It's okay. Things happen. That was just from menuing. Alright. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, let's find out. Play. Continue. The fact that we have a continue is a good sign. Alright, beginning of the mine. Alright, cool. I've already forgotten how to play this game. Alright. It all came back. Alright. Hold on, should I try and redo it real quick? Let me try and pause. Oh, yeah, I just tried to pause again. As soon as I paused, it crashed. Immediate crash from a pause. Oh, we skipped this the first time. Apologies for that. Neat. I like that. Alright, I like that you're a little red fox. It's very cute. Okay, what's this do? Oh, neato burrito, my friend. That's so weird. We'll have to check it ASAP. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Alright, here we're going to do. That was pause from the controller. Maybe it's doing something weird. I don't know. So we're going to try and pause using escape. Okay. And how do I do? Oh, do I have to click on those? Okay. And then pause from the controller. Okay, it seems fine now on this one. I don't know why it double did it. Very odd. I will say, right, I do not want to restart, but for settings, yeah, you definitely need controls in here. And definitely sensitivity. I'd say sensitivity for both, like this and this, just to like turn it down and up if possible, for both of your abilities. So how does this work with a mouse? It's like pull, and then based on how much I twist. Oh, I think this is way better with a controller. This is confusing. Oh god. Oh, it does. Oh, and the mouse is freaking out. The mouse is freaking out. The mouse is freaking out. Oh god. Probably because I have the controller. Hold on. I think it's because I have both plugged in. Yeah. Okay. It just didn't like that. I was touching my controller at the same time. That was not on the game. That was on me. That's because I accidentally had one hand touching as I put the controller down. It was hitting buttons. So no worries there. That was on me. Yeah, this is still weird. XD. Yeah. I was like, why is it flipping out? Yeah, no, controller's way better. Because it feels like you have more control of the spin that way, you know? Which you don't, it doesn't seem, the spin doesn't seem clear to me when I'm using this. Like, I get that's like, right? It can't be left-right motion. So how do I get rid of the spin? I don't understand how to get rid of the spin, actually. Oh, God. With, the mouse only. Because this is definitely useful. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Really? I didn't land in that box at all. Sure. That seems good. Oh! Almost made it. Almost made it. Whee! And back over. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What's going on with that box? Okay, are we good now? You done moving? I think that box is not doing what I want it to do. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, That's alright. Oh no. Okay, let's just go back a little bit. Alright. Maybe like right there. Okay, that was close. It's a little scary. Maybe like right there. Okay, we'll take that. That's fine. Let me just go over here like this. Please don't fall through that weird gap. Okay, now we're back to where we were at one point, more or less. Come on down to the other side. Alright. Well, that's fine. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Stay! Alright, we're fine. Oh goodness. Maybe not. Whee! Alright. You're good. You're good. Whee! Is it because it's got silver corners? Like, why am I not getting stuck in that? And we had another crash. That one I don't even know why. The other one at least has like, it's like kind of common for games to crash while pausing. But yeah, that's just like weird stuff. Oh, why does Steam keep going offline? What the heck? I think maybe it's because I don't have a game playing. Oh yeah, it only goes live when I have a game playing for Steam. So every time the game crashes, I think it takes me off screen. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I think it's every time the game crashes, it kills my Steam game. Because to be live on Steam, you have to be playing a Steam game. Yeah. All right, here we go again. Yeah, I don't know why that one crashed. The other one I can kind of like, I don't even know. I was just playing the game. I wasn't even doing anything weird. Could it be the controller just time I needed to crash? First time I needed to crash so much? I'm not sure. It shouldn't be because, so I'm using the Steam thing. So as far as your game's concerned, it should think that the controller is my keyboard and mouse. First time I seen it crash so much, yeah. But we can try removing it out of the system. Or I can try changing some of the Steam settings because maybe it's something weird with like the translation. But even that shouldn't affect the game itself. Why didn't that get stuck in? Did not, there's a certain amount of force required? Because it's like the yellow definitely touched the red. Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, I might be doing something wrong with the gamepad. Yeah. see. Yeah, if it crashes again, we'll stop using it. But I really don't understand the keyboard, the mouse controls, to be honest. So that's gonna be a whole different learning experience in and of itself. It also means that it's going to have issues on Steam Deck, which is how I play most of my Steam games off stream these days, so definitely something for consideration. Okay, probably should put some spin on that. That was okay, that was lucky. I want to bounce it off that guy. Oh, and we got the weird lag of those moving again. Put me in there. Nice. Really? That was rude. Don't go backwards. That's fine. Stay. Oh my goodness, that was scary. Alright, that should be good. Take me up, Jeeves! Is that 100 meters per level? Oh, we got weird lag from moving things again. Oh, jeez. Just want like a little bit. Don't fall off, don't fall off. Okay. Whee! Oh yeah, we got lag from moving things. They're like on a different lag than the rest of the game though, because it's like I'm doing this fine, but they definitely slow down weird. See? Slows down. Is it supposed to be slow-mo? Is that what's supposed to be going on when I'm like choosing where to go? It's in slow-mo? Because it definitely feels more like lag than anything. Oh, and then I can't shoot out of this until it's fully moved? Seems a little odd. So yeah, as soon as this starts moving, I can't do anything. I can't grab it until that stops moving. That seems weird. I feel like you should be able to shoot out of this while it's moving. I definitely can't. It won't let me grab it with the mouse or with the controller. Was this smart? Or is this really dumb? Let me get back down to there somehow. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that should be really good. Yeah. That's fine. Alright. Nice, dude! I'm so smart. SMRT. Let's do this weirdness again. Sure, where was that green? Sure. Nice. Alright, where am I going? This way? That way? Where am I going? I wish I could kind of like move the camera. Oh, you can. Okay, only with the mouse though. I do not know how to do it with a controller. Okay. The shadowy realm of hack and climb. What belong admires our style, a beacon in the fog. Meanwhile, Kodachi game grapples with a mind mishap. No save in sight. A controller conundrum? Perhaps the ThePiPiper chimes in, reminding of all the action, need points to count, and questions to spark conversations. Kodachi games crack the code of their gamepad puzzle? Stay tuned. Alright, let's see. You really want me to go up there? Which just seems like bad news bears. Right? That's just, it really is. It's just bad news bears. Oh, I guess we can go this way. Okay, that was kind of cool. That seems good. That was bad. Yeah, 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 back to the stairs. Uh-oh. Okay. Back to this weirdness. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Is that what those lights are for? It should be like a one-time save. Yeah, so I gotta like stop clicking if I want this. I guess maybe it is supposed to be slow-mo. Definitely just seems like lag, because the only thing that slows down are those. So if you want it to be slow-mo, it needs to be like clear that's on purpose. So it definitely feels like it's on accident. Oh, it's from where you grab is how much spin you get. It would appear. All right. Uh-oh. Alright, now we need to wait for this guy. So if I don't touch anything, it'll come up a lot quicker than if I do this, because then it goes in slow-mo, sort of. Because the music doesn't slow down, you know? It doesn't, like, give you a slow-mo effect. That's quite bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! That's quite bad. Alright. Stay. No, 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 no. Okay, now we're really getting into Bennett Foddy territory. Here we go. All right. Back up we go. We get some weirdness going? No? I should be in. Or not. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Get me out of here. That's happened before. We're alright. We alright? Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I went a little too... Uh-oh. Oof. Oof. That's alright. Alright. Back up to it. I should be able to make that. Yeah. 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 That's perfect. Oof. Alright. Over or under those things. That's what we need. Nice. Alright, let that thing get out of there. Uh-oh. Well, that was kind of neat. It was unfortunate. Yeah, get me out of there. Whee! Alright. Back to here. Getting here is easy. This is the part that we were having issues with earlier. Alright. That should make it over, maybe? And yeah, it did. But we just didn't land the right direction. We're back down here. Alright. Yeah, give me some weirdness. That's fine. Touch it, touch it, touch it. No? Okay. Sure. Alright, maybe this is gonna be better. Yes. That's fine. Oh no. I keep trying to like skip that one area. Oh, interesting. You can like, it like slows moves while you fall if you're in one of these, which is kind of nice for like a potential save. Yeah, I think if you're in slow-mo, you just need to add like some effects where it's like, where it feels slow-mo. Alright. But you definitely do find yourself just kind of defaulting your hands into the like locked in position. There we go, that's what we want. That's how we've been doing it. That seems quite good. Weirdness? Weirdness? Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thanks. Oh my... I went a little impatient. Your hubris? Okay. Uh-oh. Alright. Wow, we've hit 232. Now we're all the way back down here. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Shortcuts, tech! Alright. Take us up, Jeeves. Alright, back into this weirdness. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Nice. Oh, okay, so we can do weird stuff if we've, like, shoved ourselves into it, but the game freaks out if we do that. Okay. Sure. Okay. I just need us to get over here. Yeah, alright. Need a lot of spin, I feel like, on this thing. There we go. No, no, okay. Yeah, I saw it there. Alright, I guess we're gonna try the mouse and see if it crashes as much doing that then. Disconnecting controller. Gain into mousing position. Alright, now Steam's mad at me again. Alright. Does your game automate crash logs? Alright, I don't know if I really understand how this game works with a mouse. Is that all about where I grab it? And then I gotta somehow understand the spin from where I grab it? Because I really don't until I've pulled it. So is it like little spin here? Lot of spin from here? No spin from the top? Because like now I would like to adjust the spin, but it's like once you grab it with the mouse, you're just kind of SOL. It's like, okay, well you've grabbed it. I can't de-click it. So it's like, if you didn't get the spin you want, because you can change the spin that you want with the controller, but with the mouse, you're like, yeah, just, it is what it is. Uh-oh. Okay. That was lucky. I mean, pure skill. What if I do this? Oh god. You can if you get the mouse closer. Oh, you can like, oh, like I have to like then do this or something? But I can't see what it does, you know what I mean? Oh, I see, I can unclick completely. I see what you're saying. I have to then bring it all the way back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think like a right click would be nice where you can be like, uh-oh, this isn't good. That way I don't have to like bring it all the way back, because like having to do that's honestly annoying. Because like if I could just right click and like undo it, and then the fact, yeah, just controller's evidently superior. Minus the fact that it crashes the game. Sure. Yeah. Whee. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Those cobwebs did nothing for me. That was cool. If I go like this real quick. Okay, I just wanted to see if I can make the game crash again. For you. What if while I'm doing this, I hit escape? And then... Oof. Okay. That was a little weird. It's fine. It's a little concerned, because the button, like, stayed there for a bit. Those are super annoying. Who left those there? Oof. Now, have you tested with like an Xbox One controller? I don't have one of those, I'm just curious. I have a ton of Nintendo controllers and 8-bit 2s and stuff. What makes the mouse more fit for the beginner? Because it says at the game, like, if you're a beginner, then do it. Oh, nice. No Steam achievement for that one? We'll blame that on beta. Boom. Alright, over. Nope, not quite. What about? Most people seem to really struggle with gamepad. Oh, interesting. It definitely feels like it just gives you more options, which feels better. The mouse just kind of, you just like in this situation, I'm like, I guess I'm stuck going there. It's like, I don't know, that's not necessarily joyous. It becomes less about, it feels less about skill. More about like, well, I'm gonna do what's best. Why'd that happen again? That was weird. Alright, maybe not try and go over, we just do like this. Okay. I gotta stop doing that. It fails like every time. Except when it doesn't. You gotta get closer. Wow, I literally just shot myself down there. Wild. Alright. Whoa, why does it say 156? We're at our like 200 something. Oh, the game crashed, right? Still not sure why it's doing that. Nope, I was short. Oh, hello, friend. I want to go get that. I just saw that for the first time. What? And how much time have we spent down here? That's fine. I don't love that we're back in the depths. That's not what I thought it was! No! It wasn't worth it! She said you got no nipples! Okay. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah. This coloring, this red coloring, when this happens, makes it difficult to tell, because I'm really going off color. Like which ones, like these, I don't know, for some reason these are just too similar to me, like especially those, that like if they were the same color I would not be able to tell the difference. I think that they need a little bit more visual distinction, especially in like these thin areas and when they're on the edges. Because yeah, or at least when it's on the edge, maybe it shouldn't be red. If I quit right now, will I go to the bottom of the depths, or will I go to... that was bad. Or will I go to the mines? Where's my checkpoint? If I hit right now and I go back to menu, don't worry, the depths will be waiting for you. Oh yeah, so no, we don't want to do that, right? I risked it, and I don't know why. Well, I want you to play with a different weapon, is really what I want you to do. To get a little bit more of an experience of the game. Have you heard Shoot for the Stars? Or played it? I needed more spin, that's okay. Alright. I'll be good. No, it will not. And we're back here. Whoop. Yeah, I do like that you put in the, like, resume of, like, what's going to be waiting for you. That's nice, because I made it. Unless you can drag and drop or click instead. Oh! Yeah, that was not clear. Okay, yeah, I do appreciate that. That does help. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. No, 100%. Definitely easier on the wrist. Good call. Yeah. Maybe I missed that at the beginning. I don't read tutorials. Like a good gamer. Alright. Sure. That's fine. No, it's not. Wee. Wee. Yeah. Oh, geez. Okay. Sure. I don't think that's good, actually. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's not great. Okay. Whee! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, trying to figure out the spin thing's still kind of tricky. So definitely can see advantages both ways. Alright. No! Alright, back here. I really just want that spear. No! That was good. Good placement. That hurt. Okay. And nope, nope, nope. Oof, oof, oof. No, ouch, oof. Give me a ninja star. Very curious, and you have multiple difficulties available. I'm curious in how they're different. Let's try them out. Oh man. Sure. I feel like that touched. I feel like the blades went in, and it did not give it to me. Oh, oh. Okay. They changed the throw preview. Oh, okay. That's good to know. That makes sense. God, yeah. A right click would be nice. All right, sure. Sure. Sometimes I forget which way this thing's spinning. Oh, I thought it would have enough. Stop, 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 sir, sir, sir. Whee! I don't know what happened there. Whee! Alright, can we make it all the way up? Yes, we can. Whee! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. This is good. I'm better at axe throwing in real life than I am at this right now. That was kind of funny. Just like slid into spot. Nice. 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 Sure. I don't know if I really deserve that. I see, I see. Nice, okay, now we're getting somewhere. The spin's starting to make some sense to me. Alright, and then if I go here, it's gonna be front spin. That looks like back. Front spin? Front spin, okay. Stop, stop. Stop. Front spin. Front spin always? Yes, okay. Yes? kind of want this mostly Chevno spin. Okay, that was fine. So we go like middle-ish. Oh, not quite. Crazy, all right. I'm still not quite sure. Yeah, that right click would be really nice. How am I supposed to get over? Just get that spear. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. Get me somewhere. Get me somewhere. Okay. Okay. Right, just get me in here. Ooh, okay. Alright, back to the old mine. But now I would like to go to the depths. But let's do this first. That's fine. Alright. Really can't see down there. Alright. We're going for it again. I know it sucked. But I really want to try the spear out and see how better or different it is. Okay. So if we land there, which is all metal, what's the next plan? Even that feels like it has too much spin. Let me a little bit closer. There we go. Way too much spin. Way too much spin. Way too much spin. Where's my no spin jump? Okay. Oh, I see. And then we hit there. Wow, that is the high risk. I don't know if I like that being that risky. That early on, because you have a lot of weapons to unlock. Celia, hello, beautiful. Lovely to see ya. Welcome to Hack and Climb, our first game of the day. Oh, that was so much spin. Oh, that was lucky. Too much spin! Oh boy. Oh boy. Why didn't that lock in? We watched it hit. Not enough intentional force. There's another one hidden in the depths. There it is. Oh, you're good. No worries. It's early for you. Fell back asleep and then the weather's dark and fall-like, so I took a quick walk. Ooh, nice. Jealous. That was cool. While in the air, press right click to gain an upward boost. You can try it now if you want. Yes, switch. Now I think that the scythe is going to be easier to, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is definitely what we need for the other area. Okay, this is neato. It's a little concerning. Alright. Alright, let's see. Yeah, get me over here again. Is that the dead guy whose soul's in here? Is it always just straight up? Más o menos. Uh-oh. Goodbye, cruel world. I look like a bird. Okay. Let's go, Toucan Sam. Oh, come on. Just inching our way over a little bit. That's a backspin. We don't want that. We want the forward spin. There we go. Come on. Come on. No, no. Oh, yeah, boosting that wasn't going to do anything for us. Yeah, see, like this, my brain immediately thinks like, oh, we can definitely hit that because it's red. I would definitely consider changing the lighting scheme for that because it definitely makes it confusing. Vegan McGriddle. There was a pop-up shop in San Diego that did that. That was pretty good. Okay. That's not helpful, is it? Nope. Nope. Hello? Hmm? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Now we're like learning a new thing altogether. Front spin? Okay. Is that backspin? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Hmm. Can't quite say that we're getting the hang of this. I keep trying to do the right click thing. Which was never a thing, it just feels like the natural answer, you know? So this is front spin? No, that's definitely like weird backspin. Sure, don't spin us off. No, no, stop. Okay. No, no. Nope, 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 nope. Wah, 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 wah. Excuse me? That was weird. Alright. Really looks like a bird. Alright, here we go again. Alright, and here we go again. And uno más. Yeah, this seems good. This guy's hard to use because you can only stick him on one side. And I get it, it's like you can only stick him on one side and then you get the boost. But I don't know if this boost is helping me at all. So far, the answer would be no. But I want to use this guy to help me get to the other guy. Whoops. Okay. Ouch. It's funny that he didn't break that. Okay. Ah! Okay. So, like, ideally we'd want to, like, go like this, and then go like that up there. Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry, what? What is your issue? Because we're in the corner, I, like, have to bounce backwards. If I grab it from here, that's even worse. And here? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That's fine. Alright. And now we're back into this problem. Okay. I don't think I like this guy. Oh goodness. That boost up like kills my momentum and does weird things. It's not a boost with momentum, it's just like you go straight up. don't know if that's really helpful. See what I mean? It's like I think I had momentum somewhere, and then it just was like, nah, we're done. All right. I mean, that did something. Maybe I'm just not using it right yet. Still learning. Sure. And we're back to this again. Yeah, that always looks good. Alright. Is this one heavier? Is that what we're seeing go on? Definitely feels like we're going less far. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cool, cool. Oh, you could have touched that somewhere, mate. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. This guy might suck. It's like half-sided thing. It's not doing a whole lot for me right now. If I push 9 buttons on my keyboard, do you think the game will crash? I'm just trying to figure out why it was crashing with the DualSense. Very curious. Come on, tricks! Oh, come on. That was almost really cool. Sure. Uh-oh. 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 Alright, let's go the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. No? Uh-oh. Back to the beginning. I think that's enough to tell me that I do not do well with this guy. If I could have this ability with my normal, with the axe, like we'd be doing something. I really do think that we can get up there. I get it, that's the trade-off. But man, am I like having a... Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. I think we just kind of go for it every time. That was odd. Felt like lightning. Field goal! Just get me up here. Come on. Okay, now we're cooking with butter, fire. All right. Is it because I'm doing it too late? Do I need to do it earlier in my momentum to still have momentum? I think so. Maybe. Okay. Making our way downtown, moving fast. Faces pass, I'm homebound. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go the normal way now. We're all the way back here. Your Neopets are starving. Well, we can call this a weird co-working stream where you end up... I don't know what just happened. Some menu thing popped up. It looked like a warning. Okay, we're back here. Oh, if I go to this sign, will it say something to me? Can I click on it? Hello there! General Kenobi, congratulations on reaching this far. If you enjoyed it or hated it, consider leaving a review. We run entirely on validation. We love Kodachi Games Team. What that says? We love? With love. My bad. Reading's hard. Am I stuck in the ground? That was weird. You saw that, right? Alright, back over. There we go. And... okay. Yes, this is exactly what I needed to do this. Alright. The old mine. Oh, it doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, one-way platforms are a pain. Yeah, that's fair. While in there, press right to thrust forward. Yeah, let's try it out. Oh, this is weird. Oh, yeah, this is weird. Uh-oh, that's fine. Okay, what if we do this? That's okay. I think I like this guy more, though. Nice! Sure. Uh-oh. Whoops. Wee! Oh, God. Wee! Whoops. Alright, yeah, this guy's fun. I like this guy a lot. I know what I'm doing here. Sure. Alright. Nice, dude. Nice. Nice, nice. Moin, moin. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oof. Yeah, just kind of like a little bit of that, maybe. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that made sense. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Oh, come on! It did mostly what I wanted it to do, just not exactly how I thought it was going to do it. Ooh, that's a new weapon over there. I see it. Uh-oh. We're okay. Come on, land on that. Oh, jeez. And we're back down here. That's alright. I thought we could reach that guy. Guess not. Alright, I saw the other sword. Oh, crap. That is not red on that side. Right. No, I need you to flip around. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that. There we go. Kind of like do this. Then we can kind of do this again. Sure. We can go like... no. 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 There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That's fine. All right. That's cool. I'm all here for that. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I just want to get that sword. Where are we at right now? We're at like almost 2 hours, and we got 2 more games to play. Yeah, I kind of want to get that other sword. And then I think I've played enough of this shit to kind of like get an idea of how we're going to review it and what feedback I want to give using our toolkit. We've gotten 3 weapons. We've made it to 2 different areas. Hopefully get a 4th. You look like you're a recorder right now. I mean, honestly, I can see it. Where's my recorder? Where is my recorder, actually? Everywhere right now. I don't know where my recorder is. There's my ocarina. There's my pan flute. There's my melodica. But I don't know where my recorder went. Oh, I think it's back there. Whoop. I thought you meant like I at first. Wow, tragedy. I know, right? Well, that's a thing that happened. Well, yeah, we don't want that to happen. Yeah, you definitely need to do that right-click thing, dude. All right. Nice! Dude, that was so cool. That is not a red wall on that side. All right, and... Oh, no! All right. All right. Yeah. Come on! Yeah, this thing's way better than the scythe. Are we a rocket ship? My God. I do appreciate that hitbox like that. Oh, come on. I thought that was so smart. Oh, gosh darn. Oh, no. Well, this is gonna be interesting. That's fine. All right. No! No! Come on. Oh, malarkey. Okay. I don't think I really like being in there like this. We'll see. Do not point me straight downwards. No. You know what? Ridiculous. All right. I mostly just scared me, to be honest. No! Okay. I don't know why that does that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that sword anymore. I don't know what I was gonna do with that little boost. Sure, let's see what happens when I do that first. Okay. Yeah, all of this is kind of just freaking me out right now. So like, see those right now, my brain wants to say, oh yeah, you'll be fine, you can touch those. But you can't, because they're actually gray pieces, but they look like they're red right now. Yeah, that's like one of my biggest art on like readability issues right now. And then just that weirdness that happens sometimes. Uh-oh, too much boost, too much boost, too much boost! Oh my goodness. The boost is not great down here in the depths. The spear was better up there. Cool, knock that light out for no reason. And land between those again. And back over here. And then I can't change this, right? Like, I'm stuck with this because all I have is settings. So it's interesting that, like, do I have to go back to menu now to change? Because it seems weird that it's like, oh, you get to try this halfway through, but then I don't have any, like, I have to exit? Go back to the main menu? I feel like there should be some sort of menu shifting for weapons. Like, you'd have to put up some protections in there so that people can't do it like mid-air and things. But I definitely do think because the game does let you change it as soon as you find it, and then there's like an expectation for it, you know? I do think that's good that you get to like try it as soon as you unlock it for sure. I do think it creates an interesting... Dude, the top touched it. For me, that should be enough. The fact that that says that basically like lockdown, insane. Sure. Huh? Yes, you select the weapon on the menu, you're gonna add a modifier for a line. Okay, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I would say also, from a speedrun perspective, I would add a timer option. Just for those that do want it, if they want it, so then, and then with checkpoint, maybe. Where it's like time to depths or whatever, where it basically auto-split. That'd be really nice. But just a general timer from like beginning to end would be nice. Then on-screen optionality. Yeah, nice. All right. Might have to call it here in a sec. Oof. Come on. Yeah, I just feel like the spear sucks down here. I think like every weapon has like its part. Like this definitely just feels like it was prepared for with the axe. I'm saying that's not possible with the spear for sure, but the spear is definitely having more issues down here than the axe was. Oh, come on. I thought that was really good. It was gonna be so cool. Let me up. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. I think our record's like 300. Almost two, or just under, like 290 something was where we ended up. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. See, because then it's just like it falls through again. Ah! It seems weird that you have a light there, but then not, then that this area is all dark. Uh-oh, oh, okay. While their bodies are famously red, the spots on common ladybird are a different hue. What color are they? Black! That's my guess. Really? Sure. Okay. A little crazy there for a sec. Oh no! Nice. Wow. Wow. that what I meant to do? I thought I was in the cancellation portion, so I was like, all right. Come on. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. All right. And back over here. All right. What? That was bad. All right, let's give this. Okay. Whoops, that was weird. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It was letting me grab it for a little bit because it was still like moving. All right. I'll take it. Oh no. Alright, I think that's the last fall for us. That is the last fall for us. Alright. Let's... I just want to see if he'll crash again. Okay. Alright, back to menu. Other bodies are famously red. The spots are typically black. Look at me. Alright. Nice. Good stuff. No, honestly, I like it. I like it. I'm into it. I think that you have a really good start. I do think, yeah, definitely figure out some of that stuff. But we're gonna let's get our review toolkit up. And we're gonna go over this together. Together. Do I have this built out a different way? I do. Nice. There we go. Alright, I want it to be a little weird, because of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Alright, here we go. Alright, this will stay up for you, Kodachi, so if you want to ever see this or go back to it for your review, you can save that link right there. I never delete these, so... Alright, let's see here. Art style consistently. I think, yeah, the pixel art's really good. I don't think it's necessarily unique or instantly recognizable, but I do think it's very clear. I think it's very consistent. I'm going to give it a 4. I think it's pretty good. Readability, functionality. This is where most of our issues are with where I was having with some of the like coloration things. And then also just a little bit with some of the issues that you have with like how the spins and stuff. And then when it like does that weird feed thing on accident. I think it's pretty good. I think it has we'll give it like a 3. I think it's fair. I think it has some occasional clarity issues. Atmosphere, world building. When it comes to art, I will say, like, I do like that you have, like, the skeleton guys. You do have that beginning. So I think that you do very good in that. I do think that from the first section to the second section, you do add new things. And then the music does change, but from a general visualization stuff, you don't have a ton. I will say that there's a little bit of, like, lighting issues. Outside of that, I think it's very good. And then for the last one, for technical execution, just some polish missing. I think it's very competent. We're going to give it a 3. So overall, that's a 70%, which for a beta is really, really good. Like, if I gave it all 5s, that's like you know, actually, like, that's a perfect game, right? So I think you're at a very good place for a beta. Core loop engagement, I think it's pretty satisfying. I'm gonna give it a solid 4. I definitely was interested in it. I think it definitely hits itself on that, like, distinctive, so I think that's good. Controls responsiveness, I think that they're serviceable. There's just some, like, understanding some of those issues, like the right click thing that will help a lot. Some of the explanation with, like, being able to click or drag, and then as well as the spin, like where you click and everything. I think that that's where some of the issues are. And then just that weirdness that happens when it feeds itself, and then that weirdness that happens with the slow-mo as well. Challenge and balance, I think it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it's pretty good. Variety and depth, I think there's some variety and moderate depth. I don't know if we actually played enough to see that variety grow much, so I think it's got some variety. So that gives you a 70% gameplay as well, which is pretty good. And then moving on to genre fit, Alley Arts, hello beautiful human, welcome on in. Core mechanics, yeah, when we're talking about, like, it has those moments where it really feeds, and when we go back to our genre where we talk about, like, our flagship game of getting over it with Bennett Foddy, or we talk about some of the other things, I think that this is a pretty solid, I think it does very good. I'm tempted to give it a 5, honestly. Let's give it a 5. I feel very good about it. Iconic role objective for genre. Yeah, no, I think it's, yeah, you play your thing. I think, yeah, I think it's, like, pretty good. Progression system, yeah, you have your weapons that you find. There's plenty that we saw right off the bat, so you definitely see it, like, being built into it. So I think that you have a really good job with progression. You see the levels where you're progressing, so I think you do really good on that. Genre is really where you can hit it out of the park, and, like, in, like, betas, for sure, is, like, kind of, because we're talking ideas, and I think you kind of, and then, like, art's kind of, like, so where, like, you can get pretty good in a beta, but yeah, you're, like, pretty good. And then atmosphere, tone, yeah, I think for genre and tone, like, kind of what you're going for is there. It kind of reminds me, there's this game where you play as, like, 4 different characters. Let's see if I can remember what it is. I have it on Switch real quick. How's the amazing Piper today? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a pretty productive day. So I'm going to pull it up on my Switch real quick so I can remember, because it reminds me of another game. It's pretty well known. Because it's kind of Castlevania, but it kind of reminds me of this game, if I can find it on here. There's so many random games. Where is it? No. I'll immediately know it when I see it. Yeah, there it is. Bloodstained. It reminds me of Bloodstained, actually, a lot. If you've ever played that, it definitely gives me, like, Bloodstained vibes, which is good. I think it's good. So I'm going to give that a 4. I think it's pretty good. So that's a 90% genre fit, which is very, very good. And then for speedrun ability, movement control mastery, I definitely can see the tech. I can see what's going to happen. I'm going to give that 4. RNG, like, there's no RNG, like, you know what I mean? Glitches, skips, definitely see the ability for tech. I think it's definitely there, so there's definitely some noticeable. I think that it can probably grow even more. And then routing optimization, I don't think it'd be deep involving meta per se, but I do think that there's some solid decisions. So I think, like, speedrun ability, you'll be pretty good. So overall, you got a 68 out of 80. That's an 85.3, which is pretty good. That's, like, for a beta, you got, like, a B, a solid B in beta, which is really good. So comments I'm going to add is speedrun timer, which you said you were going to add. We talked about in-game weapon change, crashes with DualSense controller, which so you're gonna have to look into that, and then I would recommend looking into Steam Deck as well and how that's gonna play. If you need somebody to play and test on Steam Deck, hit me up. I think with what else did we talk about? Platform color clarity and lighting makes certain areas hard to read. What else do we mention? Those are the main things. Those are the main things I think definitely need some work. But yeah, no, thank you for sharing. That was very good. I hope that this feedback helps you improve the game. But yeah, no, I think, yeah, dude, an 85 in a beta, even with like a bunch of crashes, it was very good. So thank you for sharing. Definitely appreciate it. I definitely hope that helps. All right, on to our next game, which is the game that we are currently going to be playing for Yaga Baba, which is what we're going to be playing. Yeah, it's a lot of good feedback. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Like I said, the VOD will be up, so we'll get that up. And then here in the next couple weeks, you can check out all my VODs. And I do have a playlist for all this at my channel there. And then, like I said, you can save that link. I'm not going to delete any, so they'll slowly build up, and we'll have a bunch in there. But yeah, we're going to pull up our thing again real quick, just to refresh what I was talking about. Baba Yaga. Let me name this right. Baba Yaga. All right, and we are going to be... All right, so Baba Yaga. Let me change our Steam game as well, real quick. Nice, all right. Just so it shows up in all the proper things. I was doing this as a game dev thing, but now we're doing it for an everything. And all right. So we're gonna be playing on the demo, but let me quickly